guys, it is Tanya, and today is May 1st, and I can't believe it's May 1st already. April went by so fast, but I wanted to tell you guys that this month I am going to be doing a personal challenge called May I Create, and it is just a challenge to give myself the creative freedom to do the things that I've been nervous to try, or supplies I've been nervous to use, or digitals that I haven't used, ideas that I have saved on Pinterest, yeah, that type of thing. So today we are going to be working on an idea that I had, right? So you guys see this right here, and this is using, this right here is 7th Plaza's, is her vintage film slides or something. I will definitely link everything that I'm going to tell you guys about in this video down below, okay? And then it has some of my vintage architecture pictures in the back, and some labels from the old design shop. But this is what it looks like, kind of like in the inside, right? And it got me thinking, can we make a journal cover with this type of thing, right? And it's not going to be the slide thing, but could we make a journal cover? And I think we can. So we're going to be making a journal cover. So I'm going to be using, before I show you like the journal cover or how we're going to do it, I'm going to be using digitals from RainDrop Lila, and this is her digital called Going Somewhere. It is a real pretty vintage aesthetic, with vintage aesthetic pleasing paper, and there's more pages to it. I just haven't printed all the pages out yet. I'm going to print as I go, right? So I'm going to be using this. I am going to be using my digitals, and I'm not going to flip through everything until I use it, right? I'm going to be using my digitals, Neutral Scene. I know I'm going to be using those, right? And those. And then I'm going to be using 7 Plaza's film strips and vintage film strips. I'm not sure what the exact name is, but I will link the exact link down below in the description, okay? So this is what it looks like printed on transparency, right? It looks really pretty. It does, y'all. And then I have some printed out on sticker paper. I have some printed out on vellum, sticker paper, vellum. And then these are just the regular prints, right? And then, of course, we're going to be using her boo-boo tape. And we're going to be using probably some digitals from the old design shop. This one is called Neutral Grunge. I don't know if it's the Grunge 1 or Grunge 2, but this is what we're going to be doing. So my idea was to make a grungy vintage journal based on photos and architecture and cityscapes, stuff like that, right? So I had this printable. Well, it is a journal cover that I just printed off from Pinterest. Yeah, I printed it off from Pinterest. Old book cover. And I was going to print it out, and I couldn't get the color right. I even printed it out on, what is this? I printed it out on canvas paper, and I couldn't get the color right. It's just off, right? What if I use Tim Holtz blackout paper to do that, right? Could we do that? I think we can, right? So that's what we're going to do. So this is a tiny, tiny journal. The pages printed out really tiny. I think this is 7 and 3/16 long and 4 1/4 wide. So really tiny, not nothing too big. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, and I should have did this already, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to just cut out this really quickly. We're gonna cut, even though it's like rounded, I'm just kind of just tracing the square. All right, just give me a kind of like a template to go by, so I can be sure to cut these out, right? Okay, So I'm going to go and I'm going to cut this out. Okay guys, I have my things cut out. They're not cut out perfect, and that is okay, but they are cut out the same size I need it to be. Now what I'm going to do, and if you have a darker distress ink, this would probably be a good time to bring it out. I don't, so we're going to use what I have. The Tim Holtz paper is an 8x8 pad, so that's good. You can make yours 8x8 as well. You could totally make it the 8x8. And I probably should have done that, but it's okay. It's all right. We're going to just work with what I have. Now, this is the thing that I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about just covering it like this, just giving it a little cover action, because I wanted to cover, I want the spine to be covered. So I'm going to do this really quickly. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cut this out because I don't want too much, you know, paper over it. And I'm hoping guys, I'm hoping I'm doing this right. And you could leave a raw edge. Totally do that. But we're gonna just cover the whole thing. Right? I hope I have enough of the pad to do that. Right? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to cover one, and then I'm going to cover the other one off camera. Okay? So I'm just going to do it like this. Kind of put it in the middle where you got some room. Right? Just make sure that's pressed down like that. Alright? Okay. Then we're going to take this in, guys. They have tools for this. I'm just going to wing it. They have tools where you can kind of like measure where you cut and stuff like that. That is literally like 1/4 of an inch. Okay, we're going to do that all the way around. And it's better to cut, if you're kind of new, it's better to cut farther away than closer. Because if you cut closer, then you won't have room if you mess up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my score thing, and I'm just going to kind of make a little crease on the side so it'll be easier for me to fold over, right? Nothing too strenuous, just easy. Guys, I know there's so many different ways to cover your journal. This is just the way I do it. It's easy for me to do it this way, okay? So I'll move that out the way. So I take my score tape and I do the sides first, right? And then I do this part. And I have a smaller score tape, I think. I think I have a smaller one. I have that little wonky one. I don't know, the 1/8 inch one. The one that I really hate to work with. Okay. We're gonna, okay. I'm gonna do this like this. It's really sticky. Okay, and we're gonna just put, you can use the glue stick trick, but I don't have a glue stick, so we're just going to use a little bit of wet glue. And all the glue stick does is it helps it just in case if you mess up, because you know, score tape or double-sided tape grabs really fast. So if you put a little bit of wet glue on it, it gives you time just in case if you have to do it over, you know, pull it up or whatever. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Right? Just like that. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to just take your scoring tool and we're just going to go in there like that. I'm going to crease that part right there and take it and do it again like this. Okay? And then we're going to take this real fiddly one. Ugh, guys, I hate working with this. See how fickle this little baby thing is? It just gets on my nerves. But anyway, I'm gonna try to work with it. And we're gonna put it right here. Right there, put it all the way edge, just like that. Okay. And then we're gonna do it like this over here. Oh, come on. All right. Okay. All right. Put those over there, and then we're gonna press it down a little bit so that glue could adhere to the other side. When I was just starting, I didn't realize that you had to press it. I know. I didn't realize that you had to press it. I thought you could just lay it down and catch, but you press it so that the glue can stick on the other side. Okay, and then we're just gonna do it like this, and we're going to push it down just like that. And I know the original one had curved corners, and you could totally curve the corners if you want to. I don't want to curve the corners because that means that we have to curve every corner. Every page that we do, we would have to curve it, and I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work, right? Okay, so we're gonna just make it. And this blackout paper, it is really hard to stay. Like on if you're gluing it with wet glue, you have to keep pressing and pressing and pressing it. And I guess because it is so thick, so it really helps if you have a double-sided adhesive to help you with that. Guys, got a little piece of paper stuck from something. I don't know where that paper came from. Oh my goodness. Jeez, I'm gonna have to use some glue gun for my scissors because they're gonna be all gunky. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. It was stuck on my finger. All right, we're gonna do it like this, and we are going to press down like this. Come on. Press, 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 press. Down. And it doesn't matter if you have some on the side, you're going to sand it anyway, right? Okay, you have your first side of your book, right? The front cover. So what I'm going to do while I'm on camera real quick, I'm just going to show you that I'm just going to scrunch it up a little bit, right? Scrunch that up. Now, this is the part where I got to figure out if we want to do it like this. Do we want to add another piece onto here? What do y'all think? To make it look kind of like a film strip type thing? Or do we just want to do it like we did the other cover? Like the other cover and just put a label on it? I don't know, y'all. I'm going to go and I'm going to sand this off camera because it's making a mess. I'm going to cover this, and then I will let you know if I decide to put the film strip thing or make a cover look like this. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, I have both of my covers covered, and I was thinking, I had this die, right? And this is what I used for this. And I had laid it on the paper like this and just doubled it. Why don't we cut out this and cut these off and lay it on here to kind of mimic that? So that is what we're going to do, right? Move this out the way. And just in case you don't have a oval long die, which I do not, this should work. It should. Guess I need a better craft knife. But it should work. Yeah, okay. I don't know why that didn't cut off right there, but it did not. There you go. Okay, good enough. We'll sand it. Right? Let's do it this way. It's easier for me to see. I don't know why I didn't do it that way in the first place. Okay, that. And then, uh-oh, I didn't get this one. All right, and then let's turn this one over like so. And cut it out like that. Right. All these little pieces up. Guys, it's about time for me to get a new craft mat, isn't it? Okay. And then we're just going to take this and we're just going to cut it down the middle. I probably should use my, what is that? My paper trimmer, but since I got the craft knife out and the ruler, I'm just going to use that and hopefully I can do a good enough job. Okay, pretty good. Okay, put that up. All right, so that is going to go on here like this. Let me see. I'm going to cut some of this off because I want a bigger portion down here, right? We want a bigger portion down here. So I'm going to measure this right here. I think that's where we want it. Well, let's do it just a little bit up, like right there. Okay, and then let's take some of this off. And we're going to do that for that. We are going to sand this down just like we sanded the cover, right? And then we're going to use, I'm using transparency. This is the transparency I use. I think I have it linked in my Amazon. It is for inkjet. When you mess up, you could just wipe it off with alcohol, and it'll wipe off perfectly. So I like this. I didn't realize that they messed up. It's supposed to say quick dry. Anyway, okay. So this is what we're going to put behind there, and this is just my architectural digital. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put behind it. Let's see. Hold on, because in the back of those I have like a brown color. So this is what the digital looks like, right? So let's see. I think I have a neutral. Guys, my hands are so filthy and I'm so sorry. I kept my transparency just kept messing up. I just kept putting it in the wrong way. I was just having a hard time. Okay, let me see. So this is what it looks like, right? Really, really pretty. I don't know. I think I kind of want it on this one. What do you guys think? I think that'll be a good one. Isn't that pretty? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're just gonna lay it right there like that. I think that's gonna be perfect. Okay, guys. So let's start assembling, right? So we have our covers and we're going to put those right there. Let's ink up some stuff. I think I'm going to use, let's move those. I don't know why I put that right there. We're going to use our archival. I think that would be best. So we're just going to use this for right now. Go in like this. Right. I think that's going to look okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to take, I think I want to do this one for the front cover. And guys, I actually cut it a little bit longer because you guys know I always mess up, so I cut it just a little bit longer. And then we're going to put the, right, transparency on there like so. Let's move it up a little bit like that, right? Just like that. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna cut it off like this. Hopefully I can cut it without getting the paper. Okay. I hope this it's going to turn out as good as it is in my mind. In my mind, it's really pretty. The whole project in my mind is really pretty. But you never know, you know? I like that. Okay. Sometimes you have a project and it comes out and you're like, oh, okay, it's looking good, it's looking good. And then right at the last moment, it turns out to look like, ugh. You're like, man, that did not go the way I expected it to go. We're gonna put that right there. And I know it cuts off the word. That's fine. Don't mind. Perfect. Okay. And then we're gonna put this. Uh-oh. I see some of that. Okay. And we're gonna put this on there like that. Do you guys see that? I see that. Oh no. I can see that's gonna be crooked already. It's okay. I'll just sand it down a little bit. Okay. And then we'll take this and we'll just put glue all over. Like that. Make sure we get it right there in the middle, or kinda in the middle, so to have some on both sides, right? Oh yeah, that looks good. I see a little bit of the transparency, but I'll fix it. Don't worry, don't worry. Let that dry. Let's do that. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. All this dust is wreaking havoc on my allergies. Okay, so front and back cover. And I think it looks pretty doggone good. What do y'all think? Okay, and we're just gonna take some distress. This is Vintage Photo. And I'm just gonna kind of like grunge it up just a little bit more. And I'll probably add a couple pieces of tape to it too. Right? Like that. Oh, I love it, y'all. What do y'all think? I think it looks cool. I wish I had a different distress light, like the really dark one. What is that, walnut? I wish I had that one. That would probably look really cool, but I don't have that one, and that is okay. I think this is gonna work just fine. Love it. Okay, so before we put our tape and all that stuff on it, let's work out the spine. So I have this, hold on, this transparency, right? So this is the one I'm going to use. I think her digitals come with like 16 sheets of just different ones like this. So we're going to do this one, right? I'm going to cut it as close as I can to the other one. So this transparency is like the weight of, it's about 60, maybe 60 pounds. It's not very heavy, but I think it's gonna work. So you see how that looks? Let me put it on a white piece of paper so you guys can see. All right, so this is how it's gonna go. So I think that we're gonna, let's do it to right here. Y'all think that? Or should I do it to right here? So you can see that, but I think that's gonna be too big. So we're gonna do it to right here. Right there. Just like that. And we're gonna do that just like that. And I think that's gonna be okay. That is a huge spine. That spine is almost, ooh guys, 2.5 inches. So that is a big spine. So we can definitely junk this up really good, I'm thinking. Okay. I'm just gonna measure it like right here so I can know what I'm doing. And I'm going to, and it's going to be a little bit, the spine is going to be a little bit smaller than the book, and that is okay. I think we're going to be okay with that. So I'm going to make sure I just chop it off really quickly. Okay. Oh, guys, so wait. Let me think, y'all. Do I want a 2-inch spine? Or do I want something smaller? Well, if we have a 2-inch spine, that means we could put quite a bit of stuff on the side panels, right? Right? We could do that. Yeah. But I guess we could have like a 1-inch spine. Let me just check. Let me just check, y'all. Let me check first before I decide to cut and stuff like that. Let me just make sure this is what I want to do. And you know what? If I do the 1-inch spine, I'm probably going to come back later and say, you know what? I should have did the 2-inch spine. Oh, but that looks so nice. The 1-inch spine looks nice too. What is this? It's 1.5 inches. What do y'all think, y'all? I think we're going to go with the 1.5 inches. Because I don't know if this is the best decision. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to regret using the smaller spine. But we are going to rock with it, right? We're just going to rock with it. You know, and then when I get into it, you guys can tell me, Tanya, you should have used a bigger spine. I know, but you guys can use the bigger spine if that's what you want to do. All right. Pieces of me say, Tanya, you should have used a bigger spine. I can always make another cover if I decide to do the bigger spine, but I think we're just going to be okay with this spine. I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be okay. All right. I'm going to take this and we're just going to move this, line it up a little bit better. Uh-oh. I knew that was going to do that, but it'll be all right. I'll cut it off. Guys, my scissors are going to be so gunky. I will clean those off when we are done. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to put glue right here. Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it up to here. Just like that. Okay. Right? And then we're going to do the other one. This one is smaller on this side. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to do this like that. Right? I'm just going to take it and do it like that. Okay. Come on. Alright. And then we're going to just smooth it down. Make sure it is smoothed down because that, what is this? This Tim Holtz blackout paper is finicky when it comes to holding stuff down, like glue and all that. You have to really, really, really press. Okay. Press. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. And this is what it looks like. I like it. I like it. So you're going to ask me, Tanya, what are you going to put in between there? I don't know yet. I kind of have an idea of what we're going to do. But I wanted it to be like this so that you'll be able to see the inside. So I'm going to show you kind of what I envision. So I was thinking if we put something like this in the inside, then you could see the photos and all that stuff, right? So that's what I was thinking. You know, we could cut out a piece like this and put it right there. Then you can kind of see the photos. I think that's gonna look cool, right? Okay. So we have the cover almost done. Guys, I know it's taking me forever, but not quite finished yet with the cover because I got to add some tape, and we have to add some type of label. And then on my other one, I added another strip. So I added this piece right here, and this is just one of these, and it is a it's printed on sticker paper. So it is the same transparent sticker paper. It is the same thing that I print my boo-boo tape on. I will link it down below so you guys can get you guys some. I didn't know they had transparent sticker paper, or I would have been had it, right? So I stamped on it like this, right? And of course it didn't stamp the best, and that is okay. Kind of like that's what I want it to look like. I want it to look like it wore off or whatever. So I was thinking about putting that down the middle like this, and you would still be able to see through it because it is transparent, you know. So we're going to put this down the middle and cut that off like this, and we're going to put it up here. And the only thing about it is we're going to cut into that, and it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Maybe we'll put some tape there or something like that. Okay. Alright. Save that for later. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. And then we're going to put our, what are they called, y'all? Brads. Yeah, we're going to put our brads on here. I have copper brads, so I think that's going to work. I think that's going to look good. Oh, guys, I'm so nervous because I don't want to mess it up. So, hold on. Okay. Okay, you guys totally don't have to do this step. You guys can see that I'm kind of nervous. All right, I think that's going to look good. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Guys, did I get something in there? Oh, whew. I thought it was a piece of paper stuck in there. Okay. I think that looks really cool. Okay. Then we're going to cut out some of our tape, and we're just going to place it in different spots, right? And I'm going to deliberate on if I should use the copper ones. So this is the copper, and I think they look good, right? The copper ones look good. I think or if I wanted to use the black ones. What do you guys think? I kind of think the copper ones. I kind of think we're going to use the copper brass looking ones. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys, so this video won't be so long. Because I am going to just take my crocodile, and I probably have to, no, I don't have to, and just kind of put it right up here, like that. Punch a hole in there. Add my eyelet, or my, add my brad, hopefully. Oh, guys, I probably should have punched a littler hole. I wasn't thinking. Why you guys didn't tell me to do that? Well, we'll just back it with some tape so that it'll stay. So on the other one, we'll just punch a littler hole, right? And then I'm going to measure it. I'm going to measure it to make sure they're even from the side, okay? Wherever. I know I want some in here, and I think I want some on the, I gotta find a label type thing, y'all. That's part of what I gotta find. I like that. That's cool. right? And then we should add some right here. And maybe we should add one down here or something like that. And then I'm going to add some onto the label. Now, with labels, I don't know if I was good at stamping, then I could stamp a label. But do we really have to have a label? I don't know. I think I got a book plate that I could use. I could use a book plate. I could use a book plate, y'all. So we're going to put this. Let's put this one down here. Like that. I like that. Perfect. Okay. What else did I add? I added some alcohol ink. But I'm nervous about that. I don't know if it's going to look good. What if I add it and it looks bad? Oh, we're going to just do it anyway. I got it right here, and then this is caramel. I'm looking for a paper towel. That's what I'm looking for, guys. Okay. Oh. I just added a drop. I don't want to add too much. Just a drop. Okay. And there's a drop right here, maybe. And then let's do right here. And like right in here. Like that. What do y'all think? I think that looks good. Let's add a little bit more right there. Okay. And take my paper towel and dot it just a little bit. And I think that looks good. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And then we're going to take, I'm trying to figure out, do I want to stamp something like right here in the middle? I might stamp a number right there. Maybe. What do you guys think? I think that would be cool. I'm going to put some of this tape right down the middle, right, y'all. So I did a little bit of stamping. Just put October, and I kind of messed up right here, but don't worry about it. We'll fix it. I found this old French paper that I had, and so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it, and we're going to just put it right here. I don't know if that's going to look good or not, but I like how it looks so far. You know, if I don't like it, we can always take it up. So, but right now, I like how it looks. We'll ink that up just a little bit. Let's crinkle it up just a little bit and ink in that crease a little bit. Get this crease, do that. Do this one like that. Okay. All right. I like that. Where's my glue? Oh, right here. Okay, we're going to glue this down. All right. I might add some tape. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Oh, yeah. I think that looks good. What do you guys think? Just take our emery board that is dirty, which I need to get a new one, but just sand it in there just a little bit so it'll be flat, like it's, you know, so it won't lift up, so it'll just be, I don't know, like maybe embedded. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say, embedded. Oh yeah, love that. And I like how it looks too. Right? What do you guys think? Ooh, I like it. Okay, let's do this one. And we have like a little signature right here. I don't think I can rip that up good enough so I can get the signature. Yes, I can. All right, we'll do it like this and like that. Oh, perfect. I like it. Okay, we'll do it the same. Ink crinkle it up a little bit. Add some crinklies to it. Right, ink around. Get that all in there like that. Okay. That. Add some glue. I had just found that strip of French paper somewhere. I probably used it on something and didn't have enough room and tore a little scrap and saved it. Right? Okay. Get this one do right. Probably should have used the coffee instead of vintage photo, but it'll be all right. Okay, let's use this one. Oh, perfect, y'all. I think it looks really good. Maybe just a little bit more tape. I don't want to overdo it with the tape, but you gotta have some, I think. Right? Excuse me. I added an ink splot in there, so maybe I'll do that. Okay. I'm looking at the other one, so I was like, I added an ink splot, so maybe I'll do that. Oh, yeah. I like that. Oh, yes, I like that. Let's do it like right in this area right there. Perfect. Okay. Let it dry, and we'll go over it with some Distress oxide. Or distress, yes. Yes, I said it right. Like that. Okay. Is that too much? Maybe it was too much. Maybe it's a little bit too much. So I'll just tear that up like this and then cut it a little bit. And then just have like a little strip, maybe. Maybe. That'll be better. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. And we'll put this one over there on the side like that. Right? Like that. Right? Oh, my hands are filthy. Okay. Alright, y'all. It's done. And I think it's going to be so cute when it's finished. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? You let me know. Okay, so this is the original. And of course, I couldn't sew on this, but this is this. And I think it turned out good. I might try stamping some numbers in there. What do y'all think? I think maybe we could stamp some numbers in there. I'll have to practice before I do it. But other than that, it turned out pretty good. So in the next video, we'll be talking about what we're going to do in the inside and how we're going to lay it out. Okay? Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys do your personal May I Create challenge too. God bless, guys. Bye.